How would you, as a Scrum Master, like to be able to still be able to guide your self-organizing, self-maintaining, etc. dev team? Hi, my name is Tim McDermott, and I am a senior IT project manager, and I live in the beautiful city of downtown Tampa Bay, and I'm in downtown right now, standing in front of the statue. It's called the Wave. And if you look behind me, you'll see Tampa Bay out there off in the distance. It's a great location. Now, as a Scrum Master, and you're managing a self-organizing, self-managing team of developers, you don't want to completely give up control over the team. You want to be able to guide them and direct them still, but they are a self-managing team. So how do you influence them? How do you direct their decision-making process? That's what I'm going to help answer for you today. We're going to talk then today about the containers, differences, and exchanges, and how to use those things to guide and direct this self-managing team. When I think of container, so starting with container, think about the things immediately around and available to the team, what they have immediate access to, and what is beyond their reach. That forms their container. To use this to your advantage, you can take control over the containers that they reside in. The containers can be physical things, or it can be the department that they're in, etc. That's a container. Well, you have influence over that as a Scrum Master. In politics, they have gerrymandering. So they use gerrymandering to control the votes. They rearrange the outside, what the voters have access to, what the boundaries that they have. So as a Scrum Master, you can kind of use gerrymandering to control the team, control what they have access to. One of the things is you can change the number of people on the team. The larger the team, it takes them longer to self-organize. You can take advantage of that. Or make it a smaller team. Another thing you can do is change who is on the team. And speaking of politics, we saw an example of the impact of the change of the team when we saw the change of some Supreme Court justices and how it impacted Roe versus Wade. We got the change in the Supreme Court justice helped got that overturned even. So that's something you can use as a Scrum Master to influence the team. Now, differences. So there are going to be differences between the team members, and you can use those differences between the team members to your advantage. You can create differences. You introduce a new teamer with a significantly different opinion, like they did with the Supreme Court, etc. That can change the way the team makes its decisions. And differences, you can make a difference you can be the person on the team asking the hard questions to make sure that the team has all the right information that they need to make the complete decision. Make sure that they're not playing favorites, etc. Ask hard questions of the team. Change the way the team makes its decision. You have a lot of influence there. Do they just vote? Do they vote? Does everybody have a say-so? Or just the leaders make this decision? So you can influence the decisions by making those things happen. You can use the differences by encouraging people to have differences. Encourage people to express their differing viewpoints, etc. So that's a way you can use differences to influence the team. Next is exchanges. This way you're not changing the people, but you're changing the way that they can communicate with each other. Well, you can add or remove people from the conversation, the discussion, whatever is being debated. You control that. You see that done in politics. The politicians will have control over who gets invited to the table, who gets to speak about the different issues, etc. You can change how they exchange these discussions. You can change, is it face to face or is it remote, etc. Is it a document? Is it a team chat? And all of those changes can affect the outcome of decision of the discussion. You can control the frequency that these discussions and debates happen, and that can also influence people. You see that in negotiation a lot. You know, they use the frequency to kind of wear people out when they're in these negotiations, etc. So those are some things that you can control about how your team is self-managing itself, and use that to your advantage to direct them, not to use these things for politics or for any evil purpose, but use them for making sure that the correct decisions are getting made in the correct manner, etc. That's it. I hope that helps you. I'm going to go back to exploring this beautiful statue and walking up and down the boulevard behind me, enjoying the beach, etc. Thank you all very much.